mountain.
See, I don't even think that there's enough going on with that. This is
okay. Yeah, Krull is still pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah. No,
let's not dick around with Krull. The shit has the glaive.
Yeah, no. Well, the thing is that this movie, it's typical fantasy shit, and that's fine. I don't mind that, but typical fantasy needs a big budget behind it.
No, it does not.
You need no. I think you
Highlander.
Wait,
Highlander.
Highlander has a cool concept, but this movie needs monsters. This movie needs more than one villain. We need to see like majestic big battles. We need to see animals talking.
Hookers getting beat.
You know what? The problem is this is put out by Fox. This is the same company that brought us the genius last year that was Aragon. Now look at all the money they spent on Aragon. And that shit didn't save Aragon.
But you know what? Aragon, I even said when I saw it, I was like, this wasn't as bad as I thought it was. And Aragon had dragons.
Well, you know what? No. The big fucking dragon fight at the end of Aragon was sweet, and it was the only 2 minutes of the movie worth watching. But that movie wasn't good.
You know what happened? Some executive at Fox was, man, we can't figure out why Aragon didn't make any money. Let's try it again, except this time lose the dragons.
Well, see, the thing is, Aragon did make some money. And Aragon, when I saw it, when I was looking at it, I was like, this is going to be some bullshit. But when I saw it, I was like, this ain't so bad.
Dude, Aragon tanked.
Yeah, it bombed.
It was supposed to be a trilogy, and it's killed the chance for a trilogy. Aragon is never getting its sequel.
No one's even discussing or did discuss the possibility of a sequel after a week in the box office. They were like,
that movie bombed like it was in the fucking Middle East, dude.
Mm-hmm.
All I remember is the movie
bombed like a new Pauly Shore opener.
The movie opened up at #1 on its first weekend. It did. And
but it was one of those record low weekends, and then it vanished like a fart in the wind.
I'm not saying the movie was blockbusters, but I didn't know it.
No, this is.
Are you sure it bombed?
It bombed. No,
okay,
and this one's going to follow. That's why.
This is going to bomb too. And the other thing with this is that it's just too typical. See, without a lot of cool stuff in it, you begin to see just how badly written fantasy can be, because the villain in this movie. I mean, we got all the typical stuff in there that makes up like stereotypical fantasy. We got, the good people who are light, and then you have this bad guy who rides around on a big horse, all in slow motion all the time. He's wearing a big black cloak, which turns and he's followed by a bunch of crows.
Yeah, he's riding around.
Hold on, wait, let me finish. And then on top of that, he says lines that I can't even believe they write anymore. Lines like, "You have failed me for the last time, and you will be rewarded if you do this bidding for me." I'm like, I'm tired of hearing that shit. It's cool if it's cool, but it better be cool.
Oh, I just had a great joke in there.
No, what was it?
Oh, he's riding around going, "Could anyone tell me where the set for 300 is? I'm looking for 300.
And I got tired of that horse. That horse he's riding on. There's about 300 shots of that horse in this movie in slow motion that made the movie longer than it should have been.
And this is, of course, the villain is played by Christopher Eccleston, who is...
He's a great Doctor Who.
God bless him. He's trying. And he's trying hard to be cool in this movie. But you're right. It's not just his dialogue. Everyone's dialogue is just, it's so ham-fisted bad. It's cringeworthy. I mean, I'm a fantasy fan, and this is the stuff that I turn my nose up at and go, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. This is embarrassing.
What's happening now is fantasy so typical anyway. It's like you go to a bookstore, fantasy section, right? 90% of it is shit you never heard of with a bunch of like fairy princesses and dragons. You never heard of it, and it's not going to last that long. It's going to go to the used shelf. Well, these executives don't know what the fuck. They're like, Lord of the Rings made like $6 trillion gazillion dollars. I think if we take anything with the word fantasy on it and adapt it, we're guaranteed a big payday. And that's just not the way it is.
You're right. I'm not the biggest fantasy fan in the world. All right? That's why I say I'm a little biased. If you throw some fantasy at me, it better have some cool-ass monsters in it.
So I'm saying they need someone like you who's reading these scripts first, who goes like, I like some fantasy, but it's got to be good, and not somebody who just looks at it and goes, it's fantasy, make it.
Yeah, no, this is light. I mean, this is very light. This is fantasy light. And, even before the movie started, though, I'm just kind of like, I was just like, God damn it. Yeah, the 7 kids in this family, okay, and and you were right.
White.
And but no, there's a family full of these fucking kids, and the dad had to move because he couldn't afford where he was or something like that.
Well, he had 7 kids.
It's like, you dumb bastard, you had 7
vagina.
kids.
It's not a clown car.
But even you pointed out that like, you have all these kids in the house, and the parents are kind of cool. and this one kid is cool, and they have a little girl who's cool in that. But the rest of them are usually
they're all of his brothers are assholes. I mean, it's a douchebag breeding ground. I mean, there's even a pair of twin douchebags that have the exact same douchebag haircut. I mean, it's embarrassingly just awful, and you're like, you feel for this kid, and the kicker is that his whole quest involves trying to find another brother because he doesn't have enough fucktards in his life.
Yeah, there's enough in his family. They have another kid missing. I'm just like, fuck that. You can stand to lose a few kids,
And what gets me is that he's never heard of this kid, and it's like, well, me and your dad don't talk about it. What? Like the older brothers would never say something about the other missing brother and then go, oh shit, I should have said that this name is totally new to you. This movie is fucking ridiculous, dude. There is nothing in this movie that is redeemable at all. This was such a waste of my morning. I just can't get over it.
Well, like I said, I'm going to give it a rental because I think that kids 13 and under, I think they will find something to enjoy in it. And they will like it. But other than that, yeah, if you're older than that, it's not for you, and it's not that good of a movie.
I don't review movies for 13-year-old kids, so because, I haven't been in one since my parole. So I'm going to give this some old bullshit.
Okay.
I'm just not going to go see it.
No, you're not meant to go see it. What was I going? Oh, that's what I was going to say. This kid's going to turn to Carey one day because he's got this power and he can levitate stuff. There's a scene where he's mad. And he's outside blowing up shit with fire, like he's burning the forest down. And they come out and look at him. They're like, "What's he doing?" And Ian McShane's like, "Oh, he's just blowing off some steam."
No. You've got it.
Hold on, let me finish that line. Y'all, he's just blowing off some steam.
Well, the thing is that that's not what happens. What happens is the woman says that, but Ian McShane comes out to give some exposition. This is how awful the dialogue. Doesn't he realize he's going to use up all of his power doing that? And it's like, no, because you didn't fucking tell him that, asshole.
Yeah. No, what he's going to do is he's going to use that power burning up his asshole brothers and sisters. You don't
go
lock the house and burn everybody to death.
Let me first rule of issuing out magic to people: never give highly destructive power to someone who has yet to go through puberty. It is a bad idea. This kid is going to be writing angsty death poetry and get some ideas in his head, and things ain't going to work out so well.
Most of the 13-year-olds I know, you wouldn't want to hand a book of matches to, much less unlimited power.
Yeah, dude, I guess this must be the cousin of those assholes from the Covenant.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you always have to have some magical asshole in the movie somewhere. But anyway,
if I was a witch, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, well, what the hell's the deal here? You think we're all jerks now? That's it. I'm sitting watching the Harry Potter movies again.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, no,
Some old bullshit.
Some old bullshit, huh?
Some old bullshit.
See the way you were talking, you were defending the movie earlier.
No. What I was saying was you were railing on the movie for the wrong things. You were saying what was not there when everything that was there was complete bullshit. You were saying the problem with the movie was it didn't have this or this. No, the problem goes far beyond what they never got to. It's where they never left from.
So it's not even some magical bullshit.
It's not some magical bullshit. It is a complete waste of your time and probably your kids' time, unless they haven't developed their taste yet.
Some enchanted heaving.
Wow.